Welcome to this presentation called How to Save America from Self-Destruction, also known as How to Ensure that Our Children and Future Generations Inherit a Strong and Prosperous Nation. I'm about to show you something that should make you ill when you see it. It is a snapshot of America's financial health. If you are unfamiliar with this overlay and what the graph represents, you are in the wrong place. This multimedia presentation was prepared for citizens concerned about the direction of America and the future of our civilization. If you truly love your family and friends, if saying the phrase "I love you" is not just an empty platitude that makes you feel good, you must see this presentation. My name is Don Magyar. Before I tell you about me, I want to assure you there is nothing to purchase. If you'd like to read the featured books, we will send them to you free of charge. Furthermore, we will not ask you for a donation. Fair enough? Let's begin. I'm the lead researcher of this 20-year project to save America and our civilization. I've got good news and bad news. First, the bad news. Our country and everyone we love are in deep, deep trouble. America's projected debt is unsustainable. Within 10 years, it will exceed $30 trillion. In short, the dollar will collapse within our lifetime unless something is done. The good news is, a breakthrough in science can save us, but we must act immediately. The breakthrough in science featured in this presentation is new, relevant, timely, and essential if we are to avert hyperinflation, social upheaval, pilfering and looting, martial law, rationing, food shortages, and the wholesale destruction of our civilization and way of life. I want to assure you that this presentation is not merely a call for change or warning of impending doom. It details a comprehensive solution, a way to avert fiscal collapse and social implosion. In summary, although fantastic and hard to believe, a breakthrough in science enables us to balance the budget, ending the runaway national debt. This 10-minute video is the introduction. It is meant to convince you that the balance of the presentation is worthy of your time. I am the lead researcher for humanology. Humanology is the science of understanding human nature. The science of humanology is founded on discovering how emotions work. This is a fantastic discovery because human beings are emotional creatures. We experience emotions when we think about something, interact with others, do something consciously, and even when we dream. If you watch this presentation, you will learn why we have emotions and how best to manage them. This information will help you master your relationships and business. It will also make you more effective as a parent and a better communicator and friend, elevating the potential of your personal relationships. In addition, discovering how emotions work reveals there is one motivation behind all human behavior. This realization is so important, I must repeat it with emphasis. Discovering how emotions work reveals there is one motivation behind all human behavior. This astounding discovery enables us to change the direction of America, averting self-destruction. Let's review. The science of humanology explains how emotions work. Understanding how emotions work reveals the motivation behind human behavior. Discovering the motivation behind human behavior enables us to fashion social programs that work. Presently, our social programs are not working because they are designed according to the wrong motivation behind human behavior. Because social programs are designed improperly, they are spoiling citizens, causing our runaway national debt. When retooled according to the correct motivation behind human behavior, social programs will actually resolve problems instead of making them worse, enabling Congress to balance the budget, ending the runaway national debt. In short, implementing social programs that work will avert fiscal collapse and social implosion. Citizens will continue to enjoy opportunity, equality, and dignity in a country that is sound, strong, and true. Over the years, I've authored several books, videos, and websites on the subject of restoring America by applying the correct theory of human nature. In effect, this presentation is a summary of my 20 years of research and analysis. The next slide references two books that feature my work and how it can save America and our civilization. Again, we will send complimentary copies to you upon request. The Essence of Man explains how emotions work and reveals the one motivation behind all human behavior. A More Perfect Union applies these discoveries to society and government. A More Perfect Union explains what has gone wrong in America and then reveals the solutions to the challenges facing our nation. I will conclude this introduction by demonstrating the significance of what we have discovered and how it can be used to save America and our civilization from self-destruction. Please answer the following question. What is the motivation behind human behavior? Is it seek pleasure, avoid pain, a little of both, or is it something else? Sigmund Freud believed that sex and aggression are the motivations behind human behavior. Other researchers believe that what drives human beings is superiority achieving. Some say that anxiety avoidance is what motivates us. Still others say that the motivation behind human behavior is self-actualization. Or again, is it something else? For this demonstration to work, you must answer this question and write your answer down on a piece of paper. Nobody will see your answer but you must write it down for this exercise to achieve its intended effect. Please pause this video until you have answered the question and you have written your answer on a piece of paper. If you are hearing these words, you have answered the featured question and you have recorded your answer. This is your last chance to pause this video and answer the question. I'm about to reveal something that you will find hard to believe, but it's true. The science of psychology has yet to answer the question. Consequently, practitioners are divided over what motivates human beings. In short, they do not understand human nature. Because it has never been answered definitively, the question, what is the motivation behind human behavior, is rhetorical. When the question is posed to psychologists and sociologists, most will not answer the question for fear of being wrong. Not knowing the correct answer to such a fundamental question would expose their undeniable lack of true expertise. To prove the point, ask any person in the social sciences to state clearly and succinctly the motivation behind human behavior. You will not get a clear and concise answer. The response will be dead silence or mumbo jumbo. Yet knowing the motivation behind human behavior is essential in business. How we advertise and promote are determined by what we believe to be the motivation behind human behavior. The activities of marketing and selling are based on identifying the motives of the buyer. Even the products we choose to manufacture and how we label and package them are determined by what we believe motivates human beings to make purchasing decisions. How are we to be effective consistently in business if we are wrong about the motivation behind human behavior? Yet psychologists and sociologists cannot answer the question with certainty. By definition, they are guessing. Imagine if you alone knew the answer. If you watch the full presentation, you will discover the one motivation behind all human behavior. Similarly, knowing the motivation behind human behavior is essential when working with people. The things we say when we advise and counsel others are based on what we believe will compel them to take action. When we coach and teach, we are attempting to educate and motivate. The tactics we use as a supervisor and manager are based on what we think will influence the behavior of others. How are we to be effective consistently when working with people if we are wrong about the motivation behind human behavior? Remember, psychologists and sociologists cannot answer the question with certainty. By definition, they are guessing. Imagine if you alone knew the answer. If you watch the full presentation, you will discover the one motivation behind all human behavior. Likewise, knowing the motivation behind human behavior is necessary to build a strong nation. How we judge and the way we punish are all about motivating citizens to abide by society's laws. The president advocates public policy according to what he believes will help citizens to succeed in life. Members of Congress pass laws and design America's social programs according to how they think citizens will respond. How are the president and Congress to resolve America's problems if they are wrong about the motivation behind human behavior? In our republic, at the federal level, 545 individuals are elected or appointed to make decisions on our behalf. Approximately 5,000 senators, House representatives, governors, and judges make decisions at the state level. Approximately 100,000 mayors, judges, administrators, and council members make decisions at the local level. Yet not one of them knows with certainty the one motivation behind all human behavior. Our analysis leads conclusively to one inescapable conclusion. America's growing problems and steady decline are the result of not understanding the proper way to motivate human beings. In fact, the political battle in America is actually over opposing theories of how best to motivate citizens. If you watch the balance of this presentation, you will learn why both major political parties have it wrong. Imagine how things would be if the President, Congress, state senators and representatives, judges at every level, and mayors, council members, and administrators everywhere were suddenly made aware of the one motivation behind all human behavior. This ends the introduction. If you watch the balance of this presentation, you will learn the following. You will learn how emotions work and how best to manage them. You will learn the one motivation behind all human behavior. You will learn how these discoveries can be applied to change the direction of America and save our civilization. We hope that you choose to see the full presentation. It includes a 3-step plan to avert fiscal collapse and social implosion.